Thank you for choosing the SNL Fan Podcast. I'm your host, just some guy named Jay. And basically, this is part 4 of 6 of the 24 black comedians that should be on SNL right now. I had to break up the list of 24 into the groups of 4. And this is the 4th group of 4 right here. And before I kick off this list, I want to give a shout out to Southeast Hip Hop Magazine. Southeast Hip Hop Magazine has a lot of great articles, music reviews, and interviews. I'm going to put the link in the information box below so you can check it out for yourself. Southeast Hip Hop Magazine has shown the next big thing, which is a show on this podcast channel, YouTube station. A lot of love, so I just want to return the love by giving a shout out to Southeast Hip Hop Magazine. Definitely check them out. And also in this podcast, we're talking about talented black women. And there's also a lot of talented black women writers who make contributions to Southeast Hip Hop Magazine. And you should definitely check out the articles and the interviews and just check them out. Just check them out. I got the link there in the information box. All right. Now let me kick off this list with Callie Hawk. Callie Hawk, in my opinion, is I think she might be the most attractive woman on this list, in my opinion. But I wouldn't say she's the most talented, but she's good. She's definitely good. What you might know her from is she played in the movie Couples Retreat. She was Faizon Love's girlfriend in the movie. She also played in movies like Get Him to the Greek, and she played. She was going to be in the living. She was going to be in the in Living Color reboot that's not going to come out. What else? She's also recently played in that show Let's Stay Together, which is on BET. She had a couple of been on there a few times. What else? I think you guys definitely seen her. She's been in a couple of things. Actually, Callie Hawk, from what I heard, that she actually auditioned to be on SNL, and of course she didn't get it, and I think she went on to say, well, shoot, I'm glad it didn't work out that way, because they were just going to make me the token black girl, and I was going to play Michelle Obama and all this and that. They really weren't going to, they were just going to pretty much just pigeonhole me and typecast me. So, it worked out for the best. I think I might kind of sort of got the story wrong. I don't know, but that's what I've been hearing. That's a couple of things that's been coming up in the news articles and the, the posts and the message boards and things like that. And based on the appearance, just based on what I've seen, she's kind of a good, also too, before I get into Callie Hawk, she also played in Bridesmaids too. And I think she had no lines. She played the saleswoman. Well, I think she might have had one line, but she played Kahlua, or the that jewelry store that Kristen Wiig worked in. And the manager was like, show your forever face, and he touched Callie, and he was like, don't sue me. I don't think did she speak? I don't even think she spoke in that. She might have had one line or two, but yeah, that's Callie Hawk. But yeah, getting back to Callie Hawk and her performances, she plays the the sassy, the typical stereotypical black woman well. Although I've seen her in interviews and things like that, and she doesn't seem anything like that. She's, oh my God, hello, my name is Callie Hawk, and I'm here. That's how she talks. But then in her role, she's like, yeah, child. You know what I'm saying? So, she does it. If she can switch up that fast. She's a good actress. I don't know if y'all ever seen this. Seen that show Orange Is the New Black. But a lot of those women, oh my God, they're just hard women prisoners. And then I seen like the behind the scenes things, and they're like these thespian actresses from the Juilliard acting school, and they talk all proper, like, oh yes, when I first studied the role, I had to get into it, and really, it took me back, and I had to get in depth with the prisoner in the mindset of this person. And then on the show, they're like, yeah, mother effer, I cut you. You know what I'm saying? They do it well. That is why they're actresses. But yeah, Callie Hawk is great. And and she's nice to look at, in my opinion. And she seemed pretty nice, from the interviews and things like that. Either that or she's still acting. What else I'd like to say about Callie Hawk? I think she's ready for SNL, even though she auditioned and didn't get it. I would love to see her in the cast. I think she'd work well with. Well, I think she would have worked well with like Kristen Wiig and them, and Bill Hader and all the people that's gone. I think Callie, and I think that would have been Callie's cast right there. If she would have been in there with Bill Hader and Andy Sandberg and things like that. I think she would have fit in well with those people. I don't know. I don't really see her fitting in too well with Taran Killam and them, but I don't know. It might work. It might work. What else I like to say about Callie Hawk? I guess apparently she's very good. If she made it, she was going to be in the reboot of In Living Color, and SNL. They asked to try to get her on the show, but it didn't work out. So I guess she's good. I would definitely like to see more of her. And so if she ends up in the cast of SNL, that'd be great too. There's something I should have wrote better notes, because there's other things I want to say about Callie Hawk. I just cannot remember it. And I don't think I have that kind of time to ramble on like that. Moving on to the next person, Sasheer Zamata. And Sasheer Zamata has been popping up in a lot of these lists and news groups of people that they want on SNL. When they talk about people they want to see on SNL, not just black women, but she's just on the overall list. Like, they'll just list a bunch of people. And Justin Timberlake shows up in those lists too. They'll have like Justin Timberlake and then like a bunch of improv guys I've never heard of. And then Sasheer Zamata will be on that list as well. And I think some backwoods, back alley internet talk, because the internet's the new streets. When you say word on the streets, it's basically word on Twitter or word on Facebook or whatever. That Sasheer Zamata actually auditioned too and didn't get it. I don't know how real any of this is, but it seems like that seems about right though. That because she performs at the Upright Citizens Brigade theater. She's in those improv troops. She performs in New York. I've seen her in some sketches with John Milhiser, some YouTube sketches with John Milhiser, and he's a current SNL featured player. So she's in the area and she's worked with those people. So I guess that that could be right. Now, when I first heard of Sasheer Zamata, I seen her she was a member of this improv troupe called Doppleganger. I think that's the name. I don't know. I don't have my notes. I could be wrong, but it's she's in the improv troupe with two other black women who although they're talented, for some reason I don't think they would get cast on SNL. Sasheer seems to be the actual choice, something that I think would actually happen. And actually, from what I've seen a skit where she did this little thing where she was like the ghost of the ghetto, or something. That's like some kind of character she has. There's some kind of recurring. She does this character where she's like the ghost of the ghetto or the ghost of the projects or something like that. And I thought it was a unique concept. I was like, yeah, that's a nice little spin. Well, it should be like the black female Casper the Friendly Ghost or something. You know what I'm saying? But it just, I don't know. I think like execution is the key. It just, even though it's a nice concept, she didn't make me laugh like that with it. I just thought, that's cool. That's nice. I guess if you had the right writers behind a skit like that, maybe Michael Shea or something, that would end up being a good skit. But from what I saw, it was like, good idea, bad execution. Her stand-up, I do like her jokes though. Even though it seems like she's doing that same, like she's doing variations of that same like set where she talks about how come when you hear a commercial, they gotta soul it up? Like they have to be like, girl, I ain't had I where can I get dishwashing liquid? Like they have to make everything urban, like and she's like, hey, even though we're black, we understand words. You don't have to do all that. I have to soul up everything, and she just kind of does that same kind of joke, but kind of spins it differently, like Finesse does with his name, Finesse Mitchell. Like I swear he does it like he does that same um, um, that same thing over and over and over again. Um, I got a little distracted. Um, yeah, I lost my train of thought. What was I about to say? Yeah. Enough about Sasheer Zamata. She's great. Although it's a few things, I think she might need some work though. Not coaching because I think she has the acting ability. It's just some kind of she's kind of I don't know. She's kind of I don't want to say basic. I don't want to say dry either, but it's something that I don't know. Something's missing. But look. Although I'm saying something's missing, excuse me, something's missing. She is ready for SNL, regardless. I mean, if she ever gets into the cast, I would love to see her, and I love to see that ghetto ghost character too. But I don't know. I guess if she got with the right people, the right synergy would happen, and she'd bring out the best in what she does. Let's move on to the next person on the list. The next person, she actually tweeted that she auditioned for SNL and didn't get it. Her name is Chescaleigh Ramsey, or Francesca Ramsey. I seen her name. I seen her credited as both on something. So I'm gonna call her Chescaleigh. Chescaleigh Ramsey. She tweeted that she auditioned for SNL, and she said in her tweet that I was not ready. Like what Kenan Thompson said. They never find ones that are ready. and I actually found out this news recently because I had made this list like last month. You know what I'm saying, or a month or 2 months ago. I'm sorry. No. When did Kenan say this? Did he say this last month? Well, whenever Kenan said that, I made the list. Well, actually, no. I started working on the list like when they announced the new cast members and they were all white, and I was thinking, let me think of some black women that should be on SNL. And then when Kenan made his statement, I was like, oh, I need to make this a podcast. I need to definitely. So that's when I started adding new people to the list and things like that. But Chescaleigh Ramsey, she was already on the list. I already thought she would be a good cast member. Just based on her, what's the name of that thing that she did the things white girls say to black girls. that was great, man. I liked how she performed in it. You know what? Chescaleigh is not always funny, but she's always entertaining. And that's something I do like. And another thing too, like they could have offered Chescaleigh like some kind of writing job or something, because I think she would make a great writer on SNL. Like her dialogue and her the things that she says in her video vlog, it kind of makes me believe that she'd be a good writer, but not somebody that would always be good in sketches. Even though she's entertaining and I like her facial expressions, how she looks at things and how she makes her eyes bulge and kind of makes little weird faces. That's cute and funny, but I don't know. For some reason, I don't see her really carrying a bunch of sketches. Like I don't see her being like the main person in a skit sometimes, So, but I think she'd come up with some great ideas in the pitch meetings and things like that. So, but either way, if she did end up on SNL, I would be so happy. Like I said, any of these women on this list, if they join the cast, I'm gonna root for them regardless, But so she would make a good writer, if not performer, All right, now let's move on to the next person, Melanie Mosley. Melanie Mosley, what has she played in? She played in a lot of little things. She played a cop in what's the name of that thing? I need to I should have had my notes with me. I just do these podcasts when I can. What did she play? She played in something called Lukewarm. She played the officer. Well, I seen it in her acting reel, and the acting reel is pretty funny. It wasn't the funniest of all the reels I've seen, but she does have some potential. She does seem great. She could be ready for SNL if she does join the cast. I would definitely like to see that. But yeah, that's a name that's kind of been thrown around. She has one of the things I noticed about Melanie. Well, she has a deep voice. Yeah, she has a deep voice. Well, I mean, that has nothing to do with anything, but I just don't see her doing a bunch of different characters and doing them accurately. Like or doing a bunch of impressions accurately. I don't see her doing Beyonce or doing Oprah Winfrey and all these things. I can't see it. You know, just based on her voice. But she is funny though. I think what she needs is she's one of those people that needs to be on like one of these ensemble sitcoms, like I was gonna say like a 30 Rock, but nah, not really that. Like one of these shows where they just have like a big cast and nobody's really the lead. They just have just a bunch of people that work in an office or a bunch of people that work in a certain area, and she's just one of the people in the cast. Like she seems like one of those people that would work well in a situation like that. Sketch comedy, I don't know. I seen something where she was reading for the part of somebody, and she has it posted on YouTube, and I didn't really like the read through that much. But based on what I've seen in the acting reel, though, I know she does have the talent and the abilities. But sketch comedy, I don't know, but definitely like one of these big ensemble like sitcoms, I definitely could see Melanie Mosley killing a part like that. But like I said, if any of these women are picked for SNL, I would support. So Melanie Mosley, if you do end up there, yeah, do great. Um, but if not, like I said, I think she would be perfect for like a black version of Friends or something. One of those type of shows. All right, so let's recap. We got Callie Hawk, Sasheer Zamata, Chescaleigh Ramsey, and Melanie Mosley. All right, and that's the fourth list of 4 out of the 24. All right. Again, check out Southeast Hip Hop Magazine. I'm going to put the link in the information box below. Definitely read the interviews, read the articles. Definitely check that out. Is there anything else I'd like to say? Well, that's it. I'm just some guy named Jay. You've been listening to the SNL podcast, and that's news to me.